Hi, everyone, and happy Monday. All right, guys. Well, as you know, since it's Monday, this is moving week. We have a big week ahead of us. So we've been completely transparent with all of you, as you might have heard. And I'm like stumbling over my words right now because I'm trying to figure this all out. We have a lot going on this week, a lot of Hot Messy podcast, a lot on our YouTube channel. Of course, we're moving, and it's going to be interesting to say the least. I will keep a kind of like an itinerary going on for you guys so you guys can stay up to date with what we have going on. And of course, we'll be posting vlogs, videos, polls along the way. In the meantime, though, before we bring up Jason for hot, messy topics, I did want to say another huge thank you to roseforever.com. As you can see in the banner listed below, that roseforever.com sent us another beautiful bouquet of roses, and it's going to be so perfect for the top of our table. Guys, these are amazing. So roseforever.com, if you want to buy a gift for a friend or just even for yourself, you can go over to the site and in checkout, use the promo code Adam25 to get $25 off. In the meantime, guys, I'm going to leave these right here next to us, but let's welcome Jason Barrett, also known as, oddly enough, in the last month, my husband. I know it's weird. Let's welcome Jason. Hi.
I never know what to do when you bring me up. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Aren't these flowers so pretty, though?
They're amazing, guys. I'm telling you, this is our third. Wait, no, maybe it's our fourth one that we've got.
It's our fourth one.
It's our fourth one. They last for over a year. They smell amazing. They look amazing. They look luxurious. And really, like, we wasted so much money on flowers. Like, so much money. We used to go flower shopping every week to flower markets, which is still fun.
It kind of gave me something to do. I miss already having something to do, because I would go and get flowers, and it's almost like we have a new girl who's joining us, and Jason's like, well, if we need things done, the great thing is that we have this new person. And I'm like, no, I like to go to the store. I like to get things done. I like to do things. I don't like social media. I don't like answering emails. There are certain things that I don't love, but things that I do, well, Rose Forever made it easy for the flowers. But like the grocery shopping and stuff, I'm a domesticated bitch. I like this shit.
I know, but you know what makes it so fun is like every Valentine's Day, you're looking, you come home with 12 roses and a bottle of wine and a card. Not you. Let's say someone in general, right? This is kind of a nice way to like change it up, and it lasts and it looks good.
But Jason's getting more and more expensive, you guys, because every
no, I'm not.
Yes, you are, because every anniversary, I always get you a dozen roses per year. Now we're hitting like the 10-year. Bitch, I know
that's a lot of dozens of roses that I haven't seen. Okay.
Oh my God.
Unless you're counting the Rose Forever. Are you counting the Rose Forever? Because no.
You tried it.
He tried it.
Okay.
All
right. Well, we have a lot to talk about today. Most recently, what came out, and I did an entire video on it, but we're going to talk about it really briefly because I saw one of the comments. Yes, Lisa Vanderpump was seen in Paris with Sutton Strack, and everyone is wondering, what does that mean? Guys, it means as much to us as it means to you. We know that we had Garcelle and her son, Oliver, go over to Villa Rosa. We know that we had Sutton meet up with Lisa Vanderpump in Paris. It's Paris Fashion Week. Yes, we get this. We get all of it. We know that the reported newbie for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her name is Ada, and she has been photographed dining at Villa Blanca with Lisa Vanderpump. We know that Lisa Vanderpump is friends with Kathy Hilton. Back in the day, yes, because Villa Blanca is no longer around. We get that.
It's a Villa nothing.
We know that there's so many connecting dots, but we can't just sit here and pretend like, oh, yes, we know for a fact LVP is coming back. Right now, it just seems like a hopeful wish. But
I mean, listen, it does seem like a wish, but that's the way it's looking, right? But we have to remember, Lisa is a very smart woman, okay? And I did a video on this on our podcast YouTube, but she's a very smart woman. And what premieres in a few weeks? Right?
Vanderpump
Rules.
Listen,
Vanderpump Rules. So you had Garcelle come to her house for dinner. Now she's seen with Sutton. She's friends with this Ada girl that she was dining at Villanata. Like this, it's all things that leave you
Villa Blanca.
Well, it's now Villanata. It doesn't exist. But these are all things that make you speculate, okay, is Lisa Vanderpump coming back, or what's going on? But you're talking about Lisa Vanderpump trends. But Vanderpump Rules is premiering, and what a great way to get some attention than go start hanging out with some housewives and get some attention on Vanderpump Rules. Do I think she's coming back? I pray. I hope so, because the fact that she is taking the time to maybe develop some relationships with Garcelle, because Garcelle's son is going to be featured on Vanderpump Rules, and with Sutton, who has a business 1 block away from Pump, you know, I think it would be great.
It makes you wonder.
I don't want to speculate.
Yes. All right. Well, on top of that, obviously, you guys know that we have Real Housewives of Beverly Hills news, because we're trying to figure out who's filming with who. And we know that this weekend on Saturday, all of the women for the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 4, the cast, they arrived to Marrakesh. Now, they're only supposed to be filming for 10 days. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they have not even started filming yet. So when fans were so quick to nix Brandi Glanville and say she's not going to be filming, well, that might be the case, but it does not seem like it's because of a filming conflict. And also, can we just not forget the simple fact that Kathy Hilton went half the season last season without filming? Then she showed up, she collected her check, she was still very much so a part of the season, and all of the drama surrounded her. It doesn't matter. We can get Brandi Glanville in episode 3. We will be happy. Just put her in, throw her in.
I don't, as of right now, the filming conflicts don't exist. There's no conflict. So you could very well see Brandi back in Beverly Hills. And what better way to lead into a season of Ultimate Girls Trip or a season of Beverly Hills if one is playing before the other? I mean, that also would make sense. I wouldn't put it past them to bring Brandi back.
I agree. And I hope that they do. I hope that we get something, you know, the simple fact that I just did a video about this. Harry Hamlin was claiming that Lisa Rinna left the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The real reason why she left. Harry Hamlin, take a seat. You sound like an idiot, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm not friends with Harry Hamlin. I don't have to be on his good side. And I'm not saying he's an idiot. I'm saying he sounds like an idiot. But he's over here claiming at what is that stupid Sundance Festival? At Sundance Festival in Park
That's not
City,
a stupid
Utah.
festival.
I'm saying it's stupid because Lisa, what is the other one's name with the tequila?
Barlow.
Yes, thank you. Lisa Barlow claims that she's the queen of Sundance. We found that that was disproven. I like Lisa Barlow. Lisa Barlow and I just chatted the other day. She doesn't necessarily love the fact that I had communication with Jen Shaw because I did the interview. So that's why we had this sort of awkward run-in at BravoCon. Honestly, I don't even have time for that. I don't care. I think that's the most ridiculous thing ever. I haven't even shared that with Jason, but there you guys go. You're welcome. I don't care. It's not the end of the world for me. Charisse also was responsible for starting the Real Housewives of Potomac, and right next to Robin Dixon, which we'll get into, she is the most irrelevant housewife on Potomac, and she's not even a housewife. So for Lisa Barlow, I'll count my losses. Now, with that, I just wanted to talk about the fact that Harry Hamlin went into Sundance and he was asked about Lisa Rinna. Now, one of his claims was the fact that Sutton Strack on Watch What Happens Live came up with this whole ticket snafu sort of situation about the Elton John's Aid Foundation. When she did, she said, I invited them. I didn't even get a thank you. They sat at my table. We found out that they were originally invited by IMDb. In order to be invited by IMDb, they had to do press. They had to do the red carpet. They had to talk about just different shit. I don't know. But the point is, they were invited on their own accord. You're sitting here telling us that your wife ended up leaving a franchise where she was making over $1 million, which your mortgage is reportedly more than your actual house, as per Ronald Richards, not me. I'm not looking into your mortgage. I could really give a shit. I thought you lived in Malibu. But you're telling us that your wife left that paycheck because of a ticket snafu, when really at the end of the day, she had no problem. Hold on. You have your whole everything in a twist because of a ticket snafu. When you went after this woman and you said that she had sobriety issues, you claimed this one was lying about a disease, saying that she had Munchausen's. You claimed this one was having an affair on her husband. You claimed this one was just a concrete block that should deserve no sympathy or compassion when her mother died and her brother took his life. And you're upset about a ticket snafu? Girl, collect your check and get the hell out of our faces.
I think people are starting to realize too, like I saw some accounts, I forgot which account it was, but I saw some account where it was like, okay, how is the show going to survive without Lisa Rinna, and they were comparing it to Tamara Judge leaving the OC and how it kind of like ruined the OC, which I don't know if that's what happened. Maybe we'll find out. But I don't think Lisa Rinna leaving. I think we've had enough. I think we had enough of the toxicity. I think even as people are going, even people who like Lisa Rinna, it's like, okay, bow out for a minute. Maybe you'll come back later. But it's not because of this ticket thing. It's not because it's your contract was done and you need to have a pause. It's as simple as that. That's it. People don't like her right now.
Right.
Give it a break.
You should have taken your friend who can't pay her taxes, but she can go to Paris. Should have taken her with you.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see who Erica will be filming with and snuggles
she's
up
gonna
to.
have to film with everybody, and she's gonna have to come out of her shell and come out of that whole like that persona of when I was in Aspen, the elite of the elite.
When I was in
you're
Aspen,
not the elite of the elite. You are TJ Maxx now. Let's just be clear.
There's nothing wrong with TJ Maxx.
There's no disrespect. I shop at TJ Maxx. Jason just bought 5 really nice shirts that he liked. William or something Sonoma, something I don't know what they were. They're really nice shirts. I think he's wearing one right now. I think.
Did you just try to say William Sonoma as like a shirt?
I don't fucking know. My point is, there's nothing against TJ Maxx, but you're holier than now ass with the whole elitist whole mindset of, well, when I flew in my private jet, your private jet right now consists of probably a Jeep Wrangler on all fours with a V4, loading that shit up with gas and hoping that you make it to the other side of Los Angeles. You don't have a private jet. And going to Aspen, well, the elite of the elite, your shit looks like Holiday Inn right now. You are collecting points on your credit card and you are paying for your place. You are not getting a lodge or a cabin or something that is so specific to the elite of the elite. You're not the elite of the elite. And you never were really to begin with because your husband allegedly was taking money from victims who were burned in fires, crashed in fucking planes, did all of the other most horrific things that could happen to a person. You used that money allegedly to buy your diamonds and afford this lavish lifestyle that really you never had to begin with in an honest fashion. Shut up.
Adam, how many espresso shots did you have before this?
I had 6
live?
shots. Marianne Stout, thank you so much. I had 6 shots. I am so over these women today.
You're so on one.
I'm
just
on
be
one.
careful. You know that espresso is like, you know,
guys.
You know what? We're also freaking stressed out too. You know,
I'm stressed the hell. Jason and I are both stressed out. As you guys know, again, don't forget to smash that like button. Show some love. Jason and I are moving this week. It is an absolute shit show. It's not just
Adam's performance is worth that push on the like button. Okay.
Yes. It's not just moving week, guys. Obviously, you also know that we get into tax season. It's moving week. We have somebody joining the team. We have all of our little fur babies. We're trying to figure out what the fuck is happening, but then you get these stupid headlines. And if Jason did something stupid, I would Harry Hamlin myself. I would throw myself in front of the grenade and I would stick up for Jason. However, Jason's not Harry Hamlin stupid. I'm not Lisa Rinna. And I can sit out here and say that I think all of this is bullshit. And then also I can say that I think that Erica Girardi, Erica Jane, Erica Pretty Mess, Disastrous Mess, fucking mess in general, whatever mess you want to call her, I can say that her whole storyline I think is stupid.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Erica cannot film alone. That's what I'm saying. She's not in this group of people. She needs someone to hang on to. It's like the Green-Eyed Bandits, right? If now that Lisa Rinna is gone, who is she going to try to attach to? Dorit? What is Dorit? Is she a friend? She's coming back. She's
not going to attach to Dorit. She's going to wait for a new friend of, just like Diana Jenkins came in with all of the money, and Asher, the husband who's not gay. Everyone thought was gay, but he's not gay. So that's really fucked up to even call somebody's husband gay. She's going to wait for another person like that to come in with an abundance of money. That way she can run in those social circles because somebody has to pay these legal bills. Okay. So she's going to attach herself to them.
Well, I don't know, because out of the newbies that we're hearing, they're friends with other people that maybe Erica wouldn't want to be associated with, other people who might be joining the show or might not be joining the show.
Nobody wants to be associated with Erica. It's not Erica doesn't have the choice. You don't have the leeway of not wanting to be associated. You're lucky if the guy from PF Chang's who's giving you your takeout wants to be associated with your
I can't with you today. I can't.
I'm just saying.
I can't.
It's not that she doesn't want to be associated or she gets to be choosy, picky, whatever. You're lucky if Kyle Richards Gardeners want to be associated with your ass at this point. Like Army Hammer got a documentary. Go knock on his fucking door. But let alone like, you're lucky that you're still even on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel better.
This is therapy. This is therapy. It should be hot, messy therapy, not hot, messy topics.
Yeah, sorry guys. Again, we're moving, so please bear with me. Adam, breathe. Yes, I know.
I
Okay.
feel like this is the first time we've gotten to actually sit down and talk too. So maybe you just need to vent a little bit. This will
Yeah,
help.
you
Can we go?
honestly,
Let's move on though, because this is something I want to talk about. How I feel so mixed up about this a headline. It has nothing to do with Bravo,
okay.
but this girl.
Yes. Let me read these 2 super chats and we will get right into this. Reality with Krista Marie. Adam, where have you been all this time? Finally, I see myself in you today. Krista, I hope that's a good thing. Harry Hamlin is relieved that he is no longer at risk of being the next topic. LOL, Erica has no shield now. No, she doesn't. As for Carol Baskin. All right, guys. So what's going on right now with Carol Baskin is very interesting. So apparently the Department of Homeland Security, I believe that's what they're called, they came out with information saying that they believe that Carol Baskin's alleged dead husband, Don Lewis, the one that Carol Baskin killed her husband, she whacked him, pretended that didn't happen. That one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Fed to the tigers, husband.
He's dead, gone, fed to the tigers, no longer coming back. And it's really awful to even say that. However, Homeland Security came out saying that they believe that he is well and alive in Costa Rica. Now, there was an entire documentary that came out about this, saying that Don Lewis was living a second life in Costa Rica. He had side women, side hustles, and
I wouldn't put it past it, but at the same time, I mean, Brenda just said this in the live chat. I don't believe it until they show documents on him. I don't believe it either. And your daughters sat there in a documentary saying that it was very possible that this happened. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just all very sus. It's all very sus.
He allegedly went to his daughters and his family and the authorities before he disappeared. And he said that he was afraid of his life because of Carol Baskin. When Carol Baskin's husband disappeared, in the documentary, they specifically showed the fact that she was caught out in the middle of the early morning, walking back from a place that she shouldn't have been, which would have been around the same time that he would have been leaving the airport. So did he leave the airport? Did he not? His family still believes that he is not alive. Homeland Security can say whatever they want. However, like whoever in the live chat is saying, I believe it was Brenda, we don't have photo evidence of him being alive to begin with. So we're all questioning, is he here? Is he not here? Did she kill him? Did she not kill him? Because if she didn't kill him, then we owe this woman an apology. We do.
Can you imagine?
But if she did kill him, girl, say goodbye to your sanctuary and go share a cell with Joe Exotic. I don't know.
Joe Exotica, jeez.
I mean, like Marianne Stout said, receipts. Can we get the receipts? Like, you can tell me, my best friend Chelsea died a year ago. You can tell me she's alive. Can I see a photo? Can I see some evidence that she's alive? Because just because you tell me, I don't care if you're the FBI. I want to see, like, I just watched Fast and Furious and Letty was still alive. And Dominic Toretto had to go find Letty and they found her. And Hobbs, who's played by The Rock, found Letty and she was alive. My whole point is there were receipts and they found her ass. I have not seen any receipts of Don Lewis. That's all.
I don't think anyone has. That's interesting though, that someone would come out with that report.
What else do you have for me, Jason? I'm on
well, listen, because there are things that I'm not, too much on. I know you wanted to talk about Teresa Giudice, and I have no idea what's happening with Teresa Giudice. Like, I really don't, because Jersey is like the Housewives. It's similar to Potomac. I really just love watching it. I don't like to cover it. I don't like to read stories about it. I just want to watch it, and it seems like Melissa Gorga and Teresa Giudice keep popping in my feed, and I'm like, ignore it. I want to make my own opinion. I want to watch the show. So
are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay. Hold on.
Good Lord.
Okay. roseforever.com. Use code Adam25. Now, with that, Teresa Giudice and Melissa Gorga and Joe Gorga, this has been the longest, this storyline is so beaten like a dead horse. Like, who was it? I think it was Garcelle that said somebody called PETA. I feel like this has just been dragged out long enough. Now, Melissa
Yeah.
Gorga and Joe Gorga have claimed since day one that they were brought onto the show organically, that showrunners, producers, executives, they knocked on their doors. And I really don't fucking think it matters. Honestly, I don't think any of it matters. Teresa's upset because she feels like Joe and Melissa went behind her back in order to get on the show. Regardless, if you're talking to Jason and I have very big families and we want our families to win. If we were doing a reality show and producers thought that you were worth the time and that you would make great TV, come on the show. You want to play? You want to go to bat? We'll go to bat. You want to get along? We'll get along. Now, for Melissa, Joe, and Teresa, I think Teresa looked at herself as like the queen bee of this show. And it was very shortly after she started the show, kind of getting her footing, that Melissa and Joe were brought on. To this day, we have Melissa's ex-BFFs. We have Caroline Razio, another woman, I believe her name was Jan or Janice, I'm not quite sure. We have Danielle Staub. We have Jacqueline Loretta, who was best friends with Caroline Manzo, also an OG of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. It is woman after woman coming forward, claiming that Melissa Gorga is a liar, that she spews nothing but lies out of her mouth, and that Teresa Giudice really is the one who's going to be vindicated after all of this. Teresa Giudice recently came out and said that Melissa and Joe have done everything behind her back to bury her, lie about her, and the only time that they would ever come around in the first place was if, in fact, there were cameras. She even claimed that her daughters would ask her, "Mom, why does Tio Joe and Tia Melissa come over only when there's cameras around?" Which, is that true? Is it not true? I don't fucking know. It's the same question that we have about Don Lewis, who's Carol Baskin's husband. We don't know. But my point is, we're about to find out a lot of the answers going into February, the first week of February, because we are getting the season 13th season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. And I think that right now we're so heavily focused on Melissa, Joe, Teresa, and the Giudice Gorga drama of it all. And really, we're sleeping on the fact that Dolores Catania is introducing her new man. Frank Catania is bringing on his girlfriend, Brittany. And we still have Jennifer Aiden somewhere stirring up drama. And not to mention, kind of, and this is no disrespect because Margaret Josephs, you were the one who stuck up for Lisa Rinna at our Spilling Tea Live New York show. But we kind of have the Lisa Rinna, who is Margaret Josephs of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And I think in the best possible way that I can say that. Also in the mix.
I don't know if there's a good way of saying that.
I know. But my point is like we still have her too. So we have a killer ass show. We're just all so heavily focused on Teresa, Melissa, Joe. But it's not.
I mean, it's the never-ending story at this point. This is all we talk about, I think, every year when it comes to this show. Every year. There's always some blowout. They can't get along. It's ridiculous. I still think that people like sit behind the scenes and plan this shit, like for sure.
Oh, totally 100%. I mean, do I need more espresso?
No, you need water.
Oh.
You need to dilute the espresso just a little bit.
Okay. My whole thing is we're going into this new season. I'm extremely excited about it, guys. I think it's going to be a really fun season, and I think it's going to be one for the books. Now, Teresa Giudice also recently just said that her daughter, Adriana, is 4 years out of completing high school, which is so crazy because we remember when she gave birth to her on the show, and she made Dina Manzo her godmother. It feels like yesterday. Now we're 4 short years away from her graduating high school. And after that, Teresa Giudice said that her and Louis have decided that they want to move to California. As of right now, guys, we're in a new era of the Real Housewives, Bravo, Peacock, NBC, whatever umbrella you want to stick your ass under. It does not matter, but we are under a new era of all of it. And when I say that, it's because Taylor Armstrong has crossed over to the Real Housewives of Orange County. Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip never existed. Now we're doing these like crossover sort of situations, which season 4, don't even get me started on the casting. I think somebody needs to be fired at Bravo. That's fine. That's not me. So you keep whoever you want on your payroll. But I feel like Teresa could be a shoo-in to join a West Coast franchise. Now, people say it's not the Teresa show. It absolutely 100% is, because whether Teresa likes it or not, by her incorporating her family, her daughters, her husband who was deported, who's now her ex-husband, her new husband, her brother, her brother's wife, their kids. We're turning it into a totally different dynamic that we're not used to on any of the other franchises, and that's why it works. Like Miami, we don't have family. Salt Lake City, we don't have family. Orange County, we don't have family. The closest that we can relate this to would be Kim, Kyle, and Kathy. And that's not even as transparent as this. We don't get them in every single scene. in every single episode. The Gorgas, Teresa Giudice, you know we're going to see them on every episode. And that's the
Absolutely.
difference.
It's crazy because Andy Cohen once said before, when you start seeing us crossover Housewives, they're trying to work on something. They're trying to do something. So I think I want to see how it works with Taylor kind of, going to OC. They have to do something to keep it interesting. With the Ultimate Girls Trip, I think is great. I like seeing them all together. So I think it is worth trying to change franchises every now and then. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You got to keep it fresh.
I don't see Teresa going to Beverly Hills. I don't see her going to Orange County. Let's start a new one. I always say this. Let's start in San Diego. Let's start in San Francisco. Let's start a new show.
I know, but we keep starting the shows and then they don't do so well at the beginning. So I don't know if we need another franchise. I don't know what the answer is to Housewives. I know the formula is slightly broken, so they're trying to switch it up a little bit. The same formula is trying to be worked on other shows like the Real Friends of WeHo, which was a crapshoot. That was crap.
If you had
it's just not working. It doesn't work.
If you had to cancel 2 Housewives franchises right now, which ones are you canceling?
Salt Lake.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry. And God, I don't know what the other one would be. New York. Like, we don't need to try again with New York.
New York or OC, and then after that would be Atlanta, but I still feel like Atlanta has a lot left in them.
Oh, Atlanta has a lot left in them. And I feel like OC just needs a refresh in the right way. Is Tamra the answer? Bringing Vicky back again as a friend, is that the answer? I'm not sure.
Yeah. And if it doesn't work this season, I say can them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put their asses with Dallas and DC.
I mean, Salt Lake could turn it around too. What I'm really excited about, because I'm sure like a lot of people are like, well, Dubai, it just kind of sucked or whatever. We got 12 episodes of Dubai. I am looking forward to season 2. If you follow these ladies on social media and you look at what they're doing and how the friendships are growing and changing, I can't wait for this franchise to come back, because I know they're going to knock it out of the park, just like Miami did with season 5 compared to season 4. Season 4, Miami's back. Everyone was excited. It's like, okay, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now we're looking at season 5 and we're like, holy shit, this is amazing. I think Dubai is going to do that to us too. I just don't see the future in Salt Lake right now. I don't see it at all.
I know. And we're hearing that we're going to get 3 new Housewives and maybe cut all of the Friends of.
Well, no one wants them back. No one wants the Friends back.
I know. Everyone also keeps asking me, is Jen Shah doing a one-on-one interview? Who's she doing it with? I'm like, guys, if I have the answers, I'll give you the answers. Sometimes. But right now, I really don't have them. I would assume that she's doing a one-on-one. I have no clue who it's with. I would assume that they're going to give Salt Lake City a season 4 and try to save the franchise, because, I mean, they've spent so much money into the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, so I would guess that they would try to save it. But also, Bravo and production
just has so much potential. I was so excited about it just because, I grew up Mormon and I spent my summers in Utah with my cousins and stuff like that, and I've seen it. And I know that, and even just us being there recently, it has changed a lot. There's so much potential. They're just not utilizing it the right way. They're casting it poorly, and then when you have Heather Gay doing this stupid black eye thing, which we're so over, the viewers aren't stupid. We're not playing into that game. Oh, did it happen? Did it not happen? Girl, you saw it. You saw it for yourself. You know exactly what happened, unless you were too inebriated to remember exactly what happened. We don't want those storylines. We want to see success. This is what I liked about Angie K in the first episode when we had the Coach Shaw's birthday party at her house. We saw the glamour. We saw the fun. She came on. I kind of liked her at the beginning. I like seeing that side of Salt Lake. I don't want to see. Come on, that Heather Gay storyline. That there's got to be something better. And this is not Housewives anymore. Like, we need Ladies of London back. Give us Ladies of London.
Give us Ladies of London. All right, guys. So before we move on to the Real Housewives of Potomac and recap all of this, I did want to bring this up really quick. Congratulations to Kylie Jenner, who shared the name of her beautiful little baby boy. When she did, she garnered over 20 to 25 million likes on this one post. And she announced not only does she have a Stormy, but she has a baby heir. Not
A
to be
what?
confused with the baby spare, which would be Prince Harry.
Wait, what is it? Heir? Like heir to the throne, or heir like what you
It's
breathe?
it's not like heir to like the Hilton fortune, like HEIR, and it's not like air like you breathe. It's like AIRE.
AIRE. So it's not like airy or
No,
RE. It's
no.
heir.
She clarified his name is Air.
Heir.
Air.
Why do we need the E if it's just heir?
Because she wanted to fucking spell it different. Why
Do
does
do
Charisse
do
need two
celebrities
R's
think
and
that their
two S's?
kids do celebrities think their kids are not going to be educated enough to spell their own damn name with things like Apple, Air, West, North, East? Like
Apple is spelled like apple. North is spelled like north. What
now you're
else?
going to confuse the damn kid with Air. Why is there an E? What?
No,
I don't
you're
know.
not confusing the kid with the name
The
Air.
Kardashian naming system is so like it's so ancient. Like, come on, like you can have different names, just not. I don't know.
If you had a kid, what would you name it?
I don't know. Didn't we have this conversation? Wait, we have names chosen out.
Someone who's Carol Baskin.
No, we're not. No, Carol.
I'm gonna name our kid Carol Baskin, Allen, Barrett, Coy, Noel.
No. No.
And then when
just not air, not sea, not foot, not toe, not finger. Like let's be creative.
I'm gonna name our kid Carol. That way, when Carol does something wrong and she like fucks something up, I'm gonna be like, Carol Baskin killed her husband. She whacked him, and then you're gonna be like, pretended that it didn't happen, and then we're gonna kind of bust out in like a little dance like this. Do you see? Do you like that? No, you hate me.
No, I don't understand. The Kardashians are just I don't even know what's happening.
Okay. Well, guys, with that, let's move on to the next because we still have the Real Housewives of Potomac to talk about. And last night was quite the episode. Cheating on cheating on cheating. And I don't know what the fuck is happening, but it looks like nobody is actually faithful. The only person who's faithful would probably be Giselle to her own double personality. I don't know what the hell's going on there. And Mia, maybe to the vibrator that Ashley gave them. I don't know. I don't know who else is faithful in this group because it seems like everybody's all over the board.
Well, there are a lot of allegations flowing around, and especially between right now Robin and Karen. And we thought the whole Charisse Karen fight, like I don't even know what's going on between them, what the history is here, and what Charisse has, because she's not letting us know.
Right. Well, Charisse is pretty much like giving us the assumption that Karen was cheating with a man who they call Blue Eyes from seasons and seasons ago. Now, Karen is pissed off. We start this episode off with Giselle having diarrhea. It's disgusting and something that I never needed to know. Then we have Karen talking to Ashley Darby, and Karen is like, I don't know why Robin is trying to attack me. And she's like, to be honest with you, Robin is attacking my character, and she doesn't want what I know to get out there. Ashley's like, oh, girl, what do you know? What do
you told the wrong person, Karen. You told the wrong
person. And then she's like, I know for a fact that Robin Dixon has been caught in Georgetown with a blonde woman who looks just like me.
Allegations. Right. Allegations. It's crazy because when they're sitting at the table and this is brought up, well, first of all, you can't trust Ashley with a secret at all. I have to agree with Candace there. You told the wrong person. But Ashley goes in and she's like, you know what's going to come out anyway. So when Ashley gets Robin alone, she pulls her to the side. She's like,
well, that's housewives' jobs anyways.
I know. And Ashley's doing a good job of that this season. But she tells her, she's like, so, this is something that Karen said that, Juan has a side piece, has someone who looks just like Karen that they're seen in Georgetown holding hands, walking down the street. And like, I'm not buying that part so much, but Juan, we already know doesn't like filming. He doesn't like this. He doesn't like to be part of this. Now, Juan is going through some things too at the moment, some legal things. And now you have Karen saying that he has this girlfriend. He's pissed. So Robin wants to call it out. So Robin calls Juan right in front of Ashley, so Ashley can hear exactly what Juan is saying. And literally, the amount of defensiveness coming out of that phone made me think for a minute. I was like, why are you so defensive? You're so angry at this. Why? because if it's not true and it doesn't matter, like we've had people say stuff about us before, Adam. I laugh it off. You laugh it off because you know why? We know.
Well,
You
and I
know?
can't hit a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have to laugh it off or I hit a bitch. I don't
And
want to hit
that's
a bitch.
it. But it's like, why are you so mad? Is there any truth to this? I mean, what are you thinking about this?
You're asking why is he so mad?
Yeah.
Jason, we just went through this. We had some stupid idiot claim that both of us were off doing other things.
Right. And you got mad.
You got mad.
I know. I got mad that you were getting so mad. Do you know what I mean?
You
It's
got
like, will
mad.
you fucking relax?
Hold
You know
on.
what I mean?
Real quick, let me reiterate how this went. It first was
Better
blamed
be the
on
truth.
me. It was used against me that I was out here at BravoCon. I was at the top of the Gansevoort. I was with all of these people. I was with Emily D. Baker to the hotel, the Gansevoort, from the hotel, the Gansevoort. Never happened. Okay. And I was also with Ryan Bailey. Just real quick, I have my people who
You were
it was
also
like,
with
what is
me.
it? What is it
Just
called?
FYI.
And I have an alibi. And so then when that came out against me, I got annoyed and I was like, this is bullshit. And Jason's like, I don't know why you're getting annoyed. And then all of a sudden, a day later, there were text messages about Jason. I bet from the same person claiming the same shit. And then Jason's like, this shit, let me take my earrings off and I got to get my stuff together. And this better not.
Listen, because if you come from me, I have receipts. And that's the thing. It's easy to prove you wrong because I can show you texts. I can show you things that you're claiming that is happening or that has happened. I can actually show you and prove it. And I was going to drop all those, but you prevented me from doing that. But like in this situation, listen, Juan he doesn't care about getting married. This prenup thing is such a big deal. Like, do you think, because they say once a cheater, always a cheater.
No, I think people make mistakes. I think the reason that he's getting mad is because of something that I've said since the beginning of this season. I feel like he makes a very valid attempt to keep himself off of this show. He does not want to be the new Chris Bassett, the person who there's no Michael Darby. So we're going to all of a sudden get together. We're going to have a little girls' lunch, have some Bellinis and whatnot. And then we're going to get together and figure out who are we targeting. So boom, there's Chris Bassett. Juan Dixon is smart. He leaves himself out of it. Now, even
and I respect him, and I like that he has his own thing, and he's a leader, he's a coach. But also, do you think he just wants to keep this lawsuit out of play in all of this?
No, because
for not reporting that misconduct between the assistant coach and a student?
No, because from what I heard, there was more to that too. I think that there is, I believe, I'm not quite sure. I'm not well versed on the entire lawsuit, but I don't think that a whole lot of it has to do with him. I really genuinely feel that he understands the mess that these women engage in, and he doesn't want his name wrapped up in it because he's also still a coach, just like Coach Shaw. Like, I could not imagine with him being ahead of the University of Utah and then everyone talking to him about his wife. Like, you still have a job. You still have like a group of young men who are supposed to respect you, and you're supposed to like teach them that these are the core values. This is how you're successful. This is the work that you have to put in. This is what you do. You're looked upon as like a guide, a coach. You know this better than I do. A coach.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone who's like,
a
leader. You look
a mentor.
up to. Right. So I think that he really wants to stray away from all of this. I don't know where Karen pulled this out of. One thing that I don't like about what Karen did, and I love me some Karen Huger, is this was very reminiscent of Teresa Giudice bringing up allegations against Jackie Goldschneider's husband being in the bathroom at the gym with some other woman. I don't like that. If you don't, just like the thing with me at the Gansevoort, if you don't have photos, you don't have somebody who's coming forward and saying, I did that with this person who you are married to, then shut up. You don't have anything.
No, I agree. And if you take it into context, right? Like she said that someone who looks like me with blonde hair, right, was walking down. Right now, Robin has blonde hair. And when she's not done up, she looks like a different person. So they could be getting it confused with Robin. You know, I don't know. But Robin is activated this season. We talked about this with DJ Richie Sky on the podcast. Robin is here to play this season. And when things come into her corner, because she's so good, at jumping on Giselle's side when it goes to someone else. But when it comes at her, she does not like it.
Yeah, no, I
She
agree.
does not like it.
I agree. And I also think that for her, they're bringing up Karen, you know, being at a bar with this guy who has a Redskins jacket on also does not matter. Like there, if you guys,
And it was apparently was when they brought it up and Robin brought up the photo of blue eyes, right?
right.
And then they couldn't tell if he had blue eyes, which is really funny. Is his eyes blue? Maybe it's just his name is his blue eyes. Maybe he doesn't have blue eyes. And it was only the back of Karen. And like, yep, that's her booty. That's her booty. That is not evidence. Show us receipts.
It's not evidence, guys.
Receipts.
And then
Now in Housewives, you cannot make accusations without receipts. You have to make the accusation and you have to show the receipt. And then we wait for the explanation. You're not doing a very good job. No one is doing a good job. Charisse isn't doing a good job of that. Karen's not doing a good job of that. And neither is Robin.
Right. And also for Karen, she's been facing these allegations for a long time, and people are wondering, why would Charisse just make this up? Well, they're claiming that Karen just made up about Charisse, that she's not invited to people's parties anymore because of her poor behavior, and they all claim that those were complete lies. Giselle just sat there and claimed that Karen completely smeared Charisse's name, and now we're to be sitting back and trusting the fact that Charisse wouldn't be smearing Karen's name back. First of all, let me say this really quick. I have calmed down so much being on YouTube and in this like whole internet world because
you didn't prove it today.
I don't care. Erica's still an idiot. My thing is before I came onto YouTube and did all of this, when I was in high school, I was sort of a, you get me, I'm going to get you back. I'm not going to get got without getting you sort of situation. That's not how I live my life now. But if I were on a reality TV show and you're going to sit there and you're going to try to disparage my name with my family watching, my family knowing that I'm on the show, my kids knowing I'm, you know, on the show, and then you're sitting here saying all of these outlandish lies about me, you think it was like what Candy Burr said on last season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I am not Michelle Obama. If you go low, I'm going low with you. I would go low with you. I signed up for a reality TV show. You're going to claim that I'm not invited to parties and that I'm some shit person in Potomac? Girl, I'm bringing out blue eyes. I'm bringing out green eyes, blue eyes, yellow eyes, brown eyes, all the eyes. All of them.
I definitely think there's something that Charisse was onto. I mean, with Karen, I'm sure. I mean, her and Ray had their issues, so who knows what happened. But it seems like that is in the past. You know what I mean? And now we're going to bring it up again. We're going to dig it out just to get Charisse back on the show for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... I don't know if it's relevant now.
Yeah. No, I mean...
Melissa Marquez said Karen never really explained blue eyes during the reunion. That's also very true.
Because she did not want to feed into this. We still don't know. Is this true? Now we have...
I want to know if Blue Eyes has actual blue eyes. Like, I want
to know if Blue Eyes is even...
That's all I want to know.
Blue Eyes, who the are you? Do you exist? Are you this hot man that has blue eyes that we just like, have we not seen you? Karen claims that you have a husband. Charisse claims that you've been screwing Karen. Charisse also claims that she went to a club with Karen in the preview of next season, and that when they went to a club together, she went into the bathroom and hooked up with some guy, which is like dirty.
As you do? No.
And I don't think that Karen... First, can I say really quick, Jason and I worked and lived in West Hollywood. We're about to do a total new podcast episode about this because they came out with just such a garbage representation of the gay community in West Hollywood. Not really of West Hollywood. It kind of is representative of West Hollywood, but it's called The Real Friends of WeHo. And it's on MTV. Guys, such a garbage show. But watching
I wanted to like it. I couldn't.
Yeah. You have places in West Hollywood like the Abbey, like these nightclubs and stuff. And you go in, and when you go to the bathroom, it's such a pain in the ass because there's these long lines. And then you have somebody who's sitting
like
there
any
by
club.
the sinks. Yeah, like any club. By the sinks, they're trying to sell you the white girl stuff. They're trying to sell you Hershey's bars. They're trying to sell you wine. They're trying to sell you mints. They're trying to sell you shit for your bad breath. And
yes, tip me for drying off your hands or handing you a paper towel. Yeah, all of
it.
Any
and
way
then
to
you
make
walk
money.
into the bathroom, and then you see people giving BJs and doing nasty things. It's really gross. Those are really nasty. I feel like people who are like just like on some stuff who are willing to do that. I don't see Karen Huger as a woman who is going to be like, take me into the bathroom and I'm gonna go to town. Like, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Am I wrong?
I don't see it.
I don't see it. I don't see Karen Huger going into a bathroom hooking up with what Charisse is calling the help. First of all, Charisse also, that is fucking rude to call somebody to help. Somebody needs to help your ass. Get you off the show.
Yeah.
I'm going to call a showrunner. What's that one guy that you like? What's his name?
I'm not saying.
Ay, ay, ay. Karen looks awesome. I feel Charisse is jealous. Exactly, Adam. Thank you, LaMonica Coleman. I appreciate you.
Well, I mean, you look at it too, because Charisse has claimed, and she did put the show together. Now she's not on the show. So I think she feels some kind of resentment. And also, this is my chance to come back, and I need to spill all of the tea. But you're not spilling with receipts. That's what I'm saying. It's just not. It's not happening. I want to jump to something else, though, because the whole Jacqueline Mia thing, I'm over. I love Jacqueline on the show. I actually do. But I'm done with that. But I really, really appreciated this moment where Mia took to Wendy to kind of apologize.
No, I didn't.
And say, you didn't like this?
No, I didn't.
Why didn't you like it?
Am I just like the bitch today?
Yeah, you're definitely a bitch today.
Let me tell you why I didn't like this.
Okay, I can't wait.
Puppet
Here we
Mia.
go.
Come on, Puppet Mia. Let me tell you. So Puppet Mia met up with Bubble Guts Giselle at the very beginning of this episode. Giselle was obviously exhibiting diarrhea. We understand that whole part of the situation. Now, when she was, Giselle said, I think that Wendy's jealous of you. And just like I think that Karen's jealous of Charisse. And she's like, not jealous. Are you jealous when you're in your 70s and whatnot? And she's like, yeah, I think Mia's jealous of you. Okay. Then pan over to this situation. Now we have Mia sitting there with her crying ass friend who's like, my sister's gonna chew her ass out and bitch her out and curse her out. And and it's like, Jacqueline, girl, shut up. You shouldn't even be here. And you keep crying to everyone. You are a pain in our ass on this episode, because every time we turn around, our B-roll is you crying to Charisse, to Candace Dillard Bassett, who doesn't have time. She's over here working 5-6 jobs. Okay. And then you're over here crying to everyone. And then Mia's like, this is why I don't bring her. This is why I don't bring this girl out here, because all my friends think that she's crying all the fucking time.
Except you have brought this girl out here twice. You've brought her to everything, every event, every trip, everything.
Everything. Because you needed an ally. So you did this. Okay. You put the nail in your coffin.
You did this.
Maybe not the financial one. Your husband's brother did that shit, but you did this when it came to Jacqueline. Now, pan forward. You have Mia saying to Dr. Wendy Osefo, speaking of sisterhood, I just want to say to you that even though we're not in a good place right now, I want to like you. First of all, I'd be like, bitch, you want to like me. If you don't like me, then don't like me. I'm not going to try to convince you to like me. And secondly, she says after that, I think that there's some things that, you know, like some insecurity, some things that you might be jealous of. That's how you end it. I give more props and credit to where credit is due to Dr. Wendy Osefo for not throwing a drink in her face in that moment.
Well, for that moment, but also now I give credit to Wendy Osefo for at least hearing her out. She's hearing what she has to say. She's like, great, we'll talk later. She goes to her room. They have a conversation. It's still not like, oof, you know, we're all done and we're friends. It's still like a work in progress.
Yeah. But if I were Dr. Wendy Osefo, I would be, you are that naive, girl, being Mia. Mia is the girl. You are that naive where you are going to sit there and let Giselle stick her hand up your ass as a puppet and let her tell you.
No, I don't think she's letting her do that.
She's not.
No, she's not. She's always aware. Dr. Wendy Osefo is aware.
No, not Wendy, Mia.
Oh, okay. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. She told Mia at the very beginning of this episode, Wendy's jealous of you. So then when Wendy made this apology, this is why I said that I didn't think it was a good apology, because when she made it, she said, I just want to be sisters and I want to like you, even though if there are some things that you're insecure or jealous about. And then Wendy stopped herself and said, jealous. And then she's like, you know what? We're going to table this. We'll have a conversation. And then she grabbed her hand. They decided to move on. So I thought that Wendy was definitely the bigger person in this moment. I thought that Mia still tried to come in with the shade when, just like Mia said, or Dr. Wendy Osefo said, Mia, you can't even maintain your friendships that you've had since elementary school over here, let alone am I going to sit here and try to be your friend.
So we didn't like that moment. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, sorry.
What do we think about Pantygate 2.0 though?
I love it.
You love it? You're here for it?
I'm here for it.
Is anything going to come from it? Probably not.
I think that somebody's going to be touching somebody's box, and I have a feeling it's going to be Ashley Darby and Mia Thornton, because I don't think that Dr. Wendy Osefo wanted Mia's anything near her box.
All right,
Why did you invite me on this live today?
Well, you invited me. This is not my show.
I didn't
right?
I'm have
here
to be here, guys.
I'm here.
I didn't ask to be.
I didn't have to be here, really, if you think about it.
I'm trying to move and pack my flowers and shit, and go to roseforever.com and use my code Adam25 to get more for my table arrangement.
Our house is going to be just full of these roses everywhere. We have so many of them already. It's crazy.
Jason and I are just trying to have a good day. And then you put all of these women on my screen and you put them in front of me, and we got a whack, right? I need some Thai food. I am done with these women. I think that honestly, at the end of the day, I do have to say this. The Real Housewives of Potomac, they are absolutely killing it. To sit here and say that we're not going to be entertained for the Real Housewives of New Jersey, even though it's the same BS drama with Teresa Giudice and the Gorgas, we are absolutely going to be entertained. Vanderpump Rules is right around the corner. For the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, guys, right now we are all living in speculation until those first paparazzi photos come out, and they will come out. They will come out. There will be paparazzi outside of Dog Pound in West Hollywood, where Erica and Garcelle walk out of the gym together, or outside of Coach off of Rodeo Drive. We will slowly get those photos of the new cast members. And when we do, I cannot wait for it. I can't wait. I want to hear if Ada is joining the new season of The Real Housewives. I want to hear if LVP is coming back. Also, Carol Baskin, where the hell is your husband? Did you kill him and whack him?
I don't think she cares.
In Costa Rica? I don't think she cares.
I think
either.
She might care if like they can't find him again.
Oh, they still can't.
They just suspect. They just suspect he's in Costa Rica, living this double life with like all these side pieces and stuff, right? That's no. Even the DHS doesn't have receipts.
Yeah.
We need receipts.
I feel so good about this live today.
I'm so glad you do. So happy for this.
Did I do okay?
Yeah, you did great. That was fantastic. I'm just trying to think about Potomac and like other moments we really missed, like strong moments here. I'm just loving everyone. You know, they're delivering, and with an activated Robin, as DJ Richie Sky says, she's pulling her weight a little bit the second half of the season. That borderline friend of.
Well, I do also want to say this. When Monique left The Real Housewives of Potomac, a lot of people didn't know what the show was going to look like. And people felt like it was unfair that she left because of the fight with Candace. Monique chose to leave the show. Lisa Rinna is also leaving the show. Okay, I'm not comparing the two, but we have one of the best seasons of Real Housewives of Potomac ever. So for those who are watching or going into Beverly Hills next season thinking, and I'm talking about the minority of you guys because many people don't feel this way, but the show is over because Lisa Rinna and her beard, or his beard, I don't know, that they're gone. Don't fear, guys. It's okay. We're still going to have a show. She's an ensemble cast member. And Sutton Strack recently just told Page Six that she volunteers herself to be the new pot stirrer. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if that can happen.
Did we miss anything?
No, I don't think so.
All right, guys. Well, we've been on for 55 minutes, so you can either take the $55 or go on a second date with we being Jason and I. But no, seriously, thank you again to everyone. Thank you for the super chat, super stickers. Thank you to our amazing community. Obviously, it's Monday. We have a huge week ahead of us, and we will be keeping you posted all along the way. So keep your eyes out for Hot Messy Podcast YouTube channel. Also over here on Up and Adam, our community tabs on both channels, vote in the polls, and of course, anywhere you get your podcasts, because we will be posting there as well. Tomorrow night,
lots of changes coming up.
Yes.
So many amazing changes.
Lots of changes.
I'm excited.
Night, we have Anchor Watch. Anchor Watch will be back. And then, of course, we're going to be giving you guys some vlogs during our move. And if you didn't catch the beginning of this with over 400 people in the room, make sure if you want to buy a gift for any of your loved ones or just anyone in general, even yourself.
Valentine's Day, Adam.
Valentine's
right
Day.
Around the corner.
Go to roseforever.com.
Your reminder too.
These are beautiful. They're preserved with essential oils that keep them for about a year and a half. All of this, as far as like the containers, this is velvet, but it's made out of vegan friendly materials. You can go to roseforever.com, just like it says in the banner. on the bottom of this video, and you can use code Adam25 to get $25 off. Happy Monday, everyone. We're wishing you the best, most beautiful week, and let's go this week up. Love you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.